The search for truth never ends. Introducing June's Journey, a hidden object mobile game with a captivating story. Connect with friends, explore the roaring 20s, and enjoy thrilling activities and challenges while supporting environmental causes. After 7 years, the adventure continues with our immersive travels feature. Explore distant cultures and engage in exciting experiences. There's always something new to discover. Are you ready? Download June's Journey now on Android or iOS.
This season, a new hot deal has arrived at Metro. $25 a line for 4 lines with all the data you need and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. Getting Metro's best deals is easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Get a new number or keep your own. It's up to you. That's 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 free phones. Visit a store or go online today. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
When you join Metro Plus Tax, for a limited time and subject to change. Max 1 offer per account.
This episode is brought to you by 20th Century Studios' The Amateur. When his wife is murdered, Charlie Heller, the CIA's most brilliant computer analyst, must trek across the globe and use his only weapon, his intelligence, to hunt down her killers and enact revenge. Starring Academy Award winner Rami Malek and Academy Award nominee Lawrence Fishburne. The Amateur. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters April 11th.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, my little dumpling.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hi, Chantel.
Why'd you call me a little dumpling?
I don't know. I think Jacob had just brought me 3 sausage sticks up, and he had said it. He's like, anything for you, my dumpling. And I was like, well, call me that ever.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah. So, the last time we've been on our main platform was our Chloe interview. And we hope that we got so much good feedback about that. I love her. I had so much fun doing that with her.
Yeah, no, same. It was fun. It's really fun. We sometimes struggle to do those collabs because it's hard. We always talk about timing, but then when we do it, it's always so fun and good. And you guys really enjoy them too.
Yeah, no, it was great. We did get
we were also on Chef Stu's podcast, his podcast that came out Friday. So if you guys want to listen to that, you guys should.
And we did get some feedback that sometimes, we are a little bit personal. Obviously, we're 2 cousins, so anyone can listen to a recap, but it's about who the people are. So we're always going to be personal, but we can get to the point for some of our episodes. But if we're ever talking too much, just know on the podcast description, it'll tell you to skip the 10-minute mark to get to X, Y, and Z. So always reference that. And, but we always appreciate the feedback. I know that you guys were saying that we need to be a little bit more consistent when shows are coming on with recaps. We actually asked our Patreon members and they said maybe lately we haven't been doing an episode right away. So I told Chantel, I'm like, let's watch Atlanta Married to Medicine live and then just record right after. And Chantel was struggling. She was struggling, you guys. She was like, 2 episodes back to back. I don't know how I feel about this.
I was like, let's do it tomorrow. But I met tomorrow morning. She's like, yeah, we have to do it in the morning. I was like, I know.
and then she was like, 10 minutes into Atlanta, she was like, let's just talk about Justin and Blake. And I was like, I still have to gather some things together. And she's like, fuck it. Let's just do the Atlanta Married to Medicine. She sends me a picture of her sleeping on Married to Medicine, which obviously Married to Medicine was good. But also you guys have to understand when we're watching live, it's not like we're just chilling, eating sunflower seeds, like me eating my sausage sticks and able to watch. We have to really pay attention so that we're writing notes so we don't forget because we get called out if we forget certain scenes. So we're we have to be on top of it. So it's not as relaxing watching the shows.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Not relaxing watching the shows live. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's get into Atlanta, Mamacita.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Yeah, let
Yes.
me do the first. I'll do the first part since I think Roxanne came and joined a little too late, so she didn't even get to see this first. Like, it was really like a long scene of Brit. So we start off with Brit and her husband, and like they have a chef, and they're making food for her in-laws. So like her husband's side, which was really nice. Like, and like the husband side comes in, and you could tell she's very like cool and relaxed with them. But she definitely does seem very extra. She's like, "Hey guys, I got dinner for you guys, and you guys don't, and I have this person to help us out, so don't ask me anything." And I'm like, dang.
She seems very theatrical, by the way. I don't know how to explain it. It's very performative. Like she just wants, like she practices what she says. That's the vibe I get from her. There was like a thing when she said something about, gotta get the in-laws to come over. We love the in-laws. And I was just like, okay, you're too much. You're
Yeah,
like, I don't know. It's like that.
yeah, it's definitely giving extra, but it's like also like, is it genuine extra or is it just extra
Exactly.
annoying? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we we learn a little bit more about her though. So we learned that she, like, fun fact, she dated Rick Ross. Like she was always like dating these like amazing guys, it seems like, but like no one compares to her husband.
Amazing.
Well, she makes it seem like not amazing, but like these like rich guys or something, people that like are known, and but no one's like her
In
husband.
the industry.
Yes, exactly.
I don't
And
know if Rick Ross is amazing.
I know, no, I know, but like she didn't want to talk about it. I'm just not him, but like you could tell she definitely has had a roster over there. But the other thing we learn about her, so she's talking to her sister-in-law, and like, we learn about her that she loves family, but ever since her dad died, she then like started her own life insurance company business. And her sisters, she has an older sister and younger sister, and like she wanted them to work with her, and like her older sister ended up quitting because she's like, "You're too crazy." And then she ended up firing her little sister, so like she doesn't have that much of a close relationship with her sisters. And I just thought that was very sad. I have an older sister and younger sister. I would never go into business with them. So that's one. So like that's the lesson.
That's
right
the
there.
first mistake. That's literally
Yeah,
the first
the
mistake.
first mistake for sure. Like you have to know, of course you love your siblings, but like business will ruin your relationship. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it unless like you're so aligned. My little sister and I have like still work with each other. We have worked with each other, but even then, like she probably wanted to beat my ass all the time because I was like her boss telling her what to do. So like it's just not fun. It's never fun. So, but I feel bad. I hope they can get
You
to
have to know where, I mean, but like as family or sisters, like their strong suit and they're not strong suit. So if it's you opening the business, I would never put my sisters in that situation when I know what their weaknesses are. And I mean, I guess it just depends, unless like you feel like they add value. But if like there's like a little slight thing where you're like, this might not work, I would never put myself in that situation because I never want it to be bad with my family.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard. It's really hard. So yeah, like so I don't know, like I'm wondering like if we're going to see more of that, like if we're going to get to see her talk to her sisters on the show and like what that really is going to bring, but she was opening up a little bit. We also did you get to this part at least with Porsha and Kelly having dinner? So Portia's having dinner with Kelly.
I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay. Did
That was
you
a good segue that like you didn't just wait. You were like, hell no, we're not about to edit this episode. Let me keep going.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Fuck that. We're not editing this, you guys. That's our biggest thing. We cry when that happens.
Did you get to watch this scene?
No, I started when Drew was singing.
Okay, so this you need to go back and watch this scene actually, because this scene is really interesting. So Porsha and Kelly are getting dinner, and so Porsha and Kelly are the last two episodes. Like Kelly opened her mouth and said something, and so they're kind of having this dinner to probably clear the air. But right when Kelly walked in, it was right away giving weird energy. Like she was like, Porsha has a drink in her hand. She's like, I'm not drinking. It was so weird, Roxanne. I really need you to go watch it because. Even Porsha was like, she's giving me like off-put energy. It's like she didn't want to be there. She didn't want to like have this conversation. But then once they started talking, they did end up clearing the air, and like Kelly downplayed the situation. Like, no, I wasn't doing that with Shamea, right?
Shamea. It's not that hard to say her name.
No, you guys, I literally wrote down in the other scenes, like literally I put she, me, ya. And so like, and not even spelling her name right.
Mia.
Shamea.
Shamea, dude.
Yeah, it's Shamea.
It's Shamea. It's like
Shamea. It's not Shaw.
It's literally Shamea, and that's it.
Shamea. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm gonna say Shamea.
Wait, just stop. I can't.
No, I can't. I don't know why I can't. Like, because the way her name is spelled, I want to say Shemaya.
Oh my, ay, por favor.
Okay, so she basically downplays what she said to she. she
God.
and but anyways, they end up clearing the air, but I feel like they seem like they can get along, but to me, like, it also didn't seem like Porsha cared that much. Like, whatever, like, it's easier just to like get over, like, get rid of this girl like hating me at this moment. But they left good. And then like after they clear the air, she's like, okay, I want a champagne, like I feel good now. She's like it's like she was almost like scared of her, like she didn't want to drink with her. It was weird.
It's so weird. I need to watch that scene. Okay, because now I started. I haven't started until now.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Drew singing career. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
More?
So by the way, Chantel, when I had muted it, I like was trying to listen to you and then unmute, and then I was texting Jacob from my computer, and I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a podcast with Charlie," because she came out of her room, and then he was like, "What? My daughter? Question mark? You're doing a podcast with my daughter?" I'm like, and then you unmute. I was like, "No, she came out. She's by the door," and so like he right away came upstairs to go put her in bed. So I am sorry, that was a lot. And then he just came in my room to shut the door because I'm clearly loud. But anyways, by the way, Drew's song was pretty good.
No, she has a great voice.
What if a superstar truly came out of the Real Housewives? Wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be amazing.
Because like obviously that's never happened.
Because listen, like, well, like there are some, like Erica's pretty good. Like she has her like little fan.
Chantel, that's not what I'm talking about.
I know, but she does have her fan base. But like I'm saying, like, it is the best platform if you really have what it takes and you have a good voice. Like half these people come out with songs and they don't have good voices.
But I'm talking about, what if someone came out of the show and they were actually famous, for people who didn't watch the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
For example, you know what I think about? Jamie Chung, I think that was her name on Real World. She was on the Real World, and she's the only person that I know that actually became famous and was like a legit actress and married someone who was like a famous actor. And people forget that she's on Real World, or was on Real World. All my Real World fans will know about her. And watch me have said her whole name wrong, to be quite honest, but she was stunning. And I think she was on the season with Chantel, Brad, and Cameron. I don't know.
That was Austin.
That wasn't Austin, Chantel. Austin was Danny and Melinda.
Oh, yeah, Danny and Melinda.
You guys, I can't with her. I can't. Okay, so the ladies stopped at Drew's studio and they asked where Dennis is, and Drew was like, he was supposed to.
He didn't. Kenya did.
Yeah, Kenya asked where.
I know, but it's funny because she really is the one that always like points out stuff so fast.
Yeah. And Drew, I fucking love Kenya. I'm sorry. And Drew was like, he was supposed to be here. And they asked whether Drew spoke to him. She's like, we just text. We only texted. We keep it professional. But then Bravo, they act super messy. They show Drew on the phone with Dennis, and that she has his name as Dennis Bro. And it's like, girl, you're doing too much. I will say, if you're like if you're not hiding anything, you're making it like you are, because like for you to literally put his name on your phone as Dennis Bro, then conveniently put it on speaker so that the camera catches it says Dennis Bro, and like he's just a brother to me, and then lying about how you guys talk for us to see that you are on over the phone, that is too much. I mean, I get Porsha, like the last episode I was like, okay, Porsha, damn, how she talked to Drew I didn't like, but it's like this is a little bit messy.
But to me, I really like, I mean, call me naive maybe, but to me, it seems like she really doesn't care. Like there's nothing there for them. Like she really keeps saying.
You don't think they're dating?
No, I don't. I really don't. I think like she doesn't want to mess up the relationship because he's really helping her with her career. And like, this is like what's helping her like get away from her, like her divorce and the messiness and like really her singing and her whatever. So I really don't think they're dating.
As Bravo said last episode, he clearly couldn't even make Porsha a star. So I don't know, but I mean, whatever. I think they have a friendship that she enjoys, which in Porsha's eyes will be like a no. And Kenya made a good point where she's like, why isn't Dennis speaking for you? Because you're coming across as the whore. And then Cynthia did even say too, she's like, when it comes to like baby daddy things, that can get messy. And I can see that for sure. I can see how that can get messy. And what did you think about the multiple attempts of Drew trying to get in contact with Porsha so that she can talk about it with her in person?
I mean, yeah, then if that's really the case and this was all happening before, like she is trying to be a good friend and tell you.
Yeah, I agree.
Your opinion. Like she wants to say, like, is this okay? Can I do this? Can I do this? Like, you know, but if like Porsha's not going to be there and listen to them, then it's like, no. But then also it's like, okay, like if she's not calling you back, can you just send a text and say, hey, it's about your baby daddy. Like, I want to talk.
Yeah, I agree. So I feel like, because here's the thing, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. She's trying to do it in person to be respectful, but then Cynthia's like, just give her a call and tell her what the hell it is? So it's like, you're damned if you do, where it's like, Porsha could have taken that wrong and been like, she just gave me a fucking call. She could have at least sat me down? But regardless, like, it is a messy thing that you're trying to film with my baby daddy. That is fucking weird? So I get that. I get why that's weird and that's uncomfortable. And I mean, Drew knows what she's doing, dude. She knows what she's doing.
100%.
The house with Charles and Ashley.
No,
is there-
Angela.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Angela.
let's get you yelled at. But wait, you missed a part in that whole scene though. There was I guess there was beef with Angela. It was like Angela and Drew and Shamia, they were all like hanging out. And so like they got into it about the whole Drew thing. So
Yeah, but that was last week.
oh yeah, but she was like talking about it here because she wants to clear it up.
Yeah. Well, so okay, and then we get to Charles and Angela, and I personally have never liked houses where you walk upstairs to get to your main floor. It's like a condo. It gives me condo where you just like go up the stairs and then it's the main floor. Chanel, correct me if I was wrong. You were looking at a house like that.
Yeah, I was, but the house I was looking at had like a cool pool and like a cool area like downstairs. Like underneath it was like this whole like thing outside.
I just don't like that layout. Doesn't Kenya have that too? Where I don't know. I know that you're not like religious with Atlanta, but I'm pretty sure Kenya, like you have to go up the stairs to her main floor. I truly hate that. So I just don't like that layout. I
It's
don't know.
definitely like townhouse, condo vibes and stuff like that. But I feel like if you have an upstairs, like it's the same shit. Like you're going upstairs some way or another.
Yeah. I was dying about when Charles and Angela are having conversations. You could tell he's so irritated and uncomfortable and annoyed with the camera being in their face. Cause like when she tries to get serious, he doesn't take it serious. And he's like basically rolling his eyes without rolling his eyes. Like you could just tell by his demeanor.
Yeah, he did not want to do the show.
Yeah. When they talk about marriage, he's just making looks at her. He's like, bro, like, okay, it's like what I have to do. I'm trying to support you, but like you're pissing me off, low key. You could tell that they already have I'm sure not an easy relationship.
Well, the weird thing is like one, she wants to do a vow renewal. That's a kiss of death. So like, don't do it. And then two, like the fight that they had when they recently, like when they first got married, and then he got kicked out of like a basketball game. Like, why did that affect your guys' marriage so much? Like, wasn't that weird, that story?
Yeah, but maybe Chantal, we also don't know how intense that was.
Okay, but like, how intense can that be?
Well, I don't know. Like I never knew about that, but maybe there was like underlying things. Did you hear about what's his name? Morgan. I forgot what his name was, how he threw up in the basketball during a basketball game.
No.
Oh my God, I would die. It was so mean because was it Tracy Morgan? People were, obviously got on camera where he just like started bleeding on his nose and throwing up all courtside.
Oh, that's really sad though.
I know, it's so sad. I hope he's okay. I haven't seen an update on it, but let us know. But yeah, that I just thought he scares me a little bit, Charles. I'm not gonna lie.
No, for sure.
But I get it. Like he doesn't want to be on the show, bro. I mean, I get it. So he thinks it's all a joke. He doesn't care about the girls. I kind of respect people like that too, though. Now, Drew is meeting with her attorney, and we find out that she was at court with Ralph, and Ralph didn't bring an attorney. He was the one who cross-examined Drew. Not surprising one bit. Even him staying in the basement, like he just has no respect for himself or her. And it's like, what happened to masculine men? Of course, he has access to all of her finances. She doesn't have any access to his. And he was so on top of hers because she was the one making the money. But the fact that he was like taking money from her account and then sexting and doing everything, he really put her life through hell that he doesn't even deserve to be on this damn show.
Like, it's just crazy to me that, you're doing all of this and it's going to be so short-lived. And then you're going to feel like a jackass when it's finally done. And like, no, you have no attention anymore. Like you have nothing to do with it. Like, what is your life then? Like, why not get ahead of it now?
Any woman who ends up dating Ralph, like you're a loser. You are a loser. He just reminds me of that guy who literally tortured her their entire marriage, gaslit her, made her feel like shit, probably like always made her feel not good enough. Like he just gives me those vibes. And I'm like, even him like being such a narcissist, being the one to be like, I don't fucking need an attorney. I'll cross-examine her myself. You're a loser. People laugh at people like you.
Yeah.
I really don't like him. By the way, okay, so can you explain? I was confused with what Portia's mom was applying about Shamia when they were sitting there having a conversation because I feel like Shamia is a great friend to Portia, and I feel like Portia's mom was implying otherwise.
Yeah, she said something that was that I actually wrote down because I've never heard someone say this term. She's like, she said something, you have to look at the dog that brings the bone. So she's basically saying, like, if someone is bringing you all the drama and telling you every time someone's saying something bad about you, like, you have to look at that person. Like, what's their involvement in that? She basically was saying, like, there's more to the story of, like, why she's always bringing you the bone and telling you this person said this about you. So it's kind of interesting that she said that.
I've always liked Portia's mom, but if I was Shamia, I do feel like Shamia is ride or die for Portia. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like she is. I would never be able to look at Portia's mom the same ever again.
Yeah, and I do think she's a good friend to her. So it
Yeah.
was weird. It's also like to
With
me,
her.
it's like, no, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, and it's like Portia like sat there where she was like, they've had this conversation before, and you could tell that Portia low-key agreed with that. And it's like, even just like knowing when Shamia had this housewarming party and it was her time with the car, and like Portia comes in so late, but then for this event that they had, she was on time, even though with what was happening with her makeup and hair. I'm like, I don't know, that gave me bad
Oh,
vibes
you know
too.
what? Also, the reason why I think it's a little weird for you is because when Portia and Kelly were having the conversation, she made it seem like that's not what she said to Shamia. So that's why, like,
Okay.
yeah, I think that's why, like, Portia's like, like, why would my best friend come to me and make it seem like this girl like said all these things to me? Yeah, so like that is why she's actually thinking that, and probably told her mom.
The one thing I'm really struggling with this season is them making Kenya a friend of, a supporting cast member. We're not seeing her confessionals. We're not seeing what's going on in her life. And I honestly, I would sue if I was Kenya. I would literally be like, either you show me in full or don't show me at all and try to get me to be part of your show. I want my name. At this point, you guys have fired me. Please cross me off of everything. And I
Listen,
need your editors to like really edit the shit and work a million times harder. Fuck you guys.
yeah, you know what? As long as I got paid the same that I was supposed to, then I wouldn't care. Like, you might as well just like you're
Who knows
done
if
with the
she makes
show.
that well. They changed the comp to be like,
Per
it
show, but
the
she
episode.
is per show.
She is until this Britney thing happens, and she's
Yeah.
not, which is next week.
Oh,
So
wow.
really, I don't know. Okay, this might be an unpopular opinion, you guys, but Portia, when she talks about her husband and what she was going through, her not knowing anything about her husband is why women should truly never bring any man in front of their kid until they are older. I truly believe that. I know it's an unpopular opinion. I know it could be unfair, but look at her saying now that she had absolutely no idea who she was married to, and her kid was around this man. I have
But do we really believe that she had no idea? Like, it's like, come on, you guys. Like, how? How?
Yes, I do think women, Chanel, you are very ignorant to what goes on. And the shit that I see, the crime, I mean, you watch a lot of crime stuff. So, like,
I
you do see
do, but like, and those, I look at those people and I'm just so confused. Like, how are your instincts not off? Like, how do you not see things? Like, how are you like so love blinded? Like, I don't get it that you don't know
people
everything
are
that's going through.
obsessed with like having a partner.
I
And it's like,
know.
be obsessed with your child. I'm sorry. Just wait till you're older.
Exactly.
We have a family member or like whatever. We have someone that we know and they're dating someone and her kids are in high school. And I'll say, like, why don't you like are you guys ever gonna like move in, like get married? Like, what do you and she's like, not until my kids are older, like way older. I'm like, bro, they're all in high school, you know? And she's like, nope, I'm not comfortable with that. And it's like, that's how I would be. Like, I am not comfortable. I am not having a man move in my house. I am not getting engaged within like a year, especially like us, like at least for Chaldeans, when if we're going to end up marrying a Chaldean, which most of us do, like, I feel like our kids' generation is going to be different. They'll marry whoever, but I just feel like, and that happens in a lot of families, like, and a
First
lot of,
generation.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah. So, like, we married Chaldean. So, like, we know their parents. Like, our parents know their parents. Our parents know their grandparents. We all know that. So, like, typically that helps quite a bit when you know their
Yeah.
family. I mean, that helps so much. Like, there's usually no serial killers involved. Like, we know that they have a normal family and whatnot. But I don't know, like just putting your kid in that situation. And that's how a lot of the times, okay, obviously I'm not saying this at all about Porsche's. I'm just saying when it comes to like the men sexually assaulting their kid or whatever, I'm just saying it's never worth it. And it's not even men, like even men, don't bring women around your children. We don't know how they're going to treat your kid. We don't know anything. I was actually talking to my mother-in-law yesterday and she was telling me the story about this this, I don't know, so one of her family members had a kid and they only had one kid, and then the parents like, or her mom ends up dying when she was younger. The dad ends up getting remarried. Keep in mind, this was like clearly like back in the day when they were in Iraq and whatnot. And he ends up getting married. And so the wife, she tells us that he gets married and his wife says like, I want to have our own kids. Like, I don't want your daughter. So he puts the daughter in an orphanage. This
Oh,
is a
no.
and I'll tell you who these people are, Chantal, after, because like you know them. And so this is a real story. So they put her in an orphanage, and and she ends up marrying another boy who was in that orphanage. They grow up together and they get married. They have 13 kids together.
Wow.
And 3 miscarriages. But again, that's like, you know, like our back in the day. But my whole thing is like, even with men, like wait till they're older. Like, you bring kids into this world, protect those kids as much as possible, you know. And like, look how she brought her kid, and now her, you know, even like she might have built a bond with him. Now he's gone. Like, I just don't like that shit. And I know it's an unpopular opinion, so don't come
No,
at me.
it's like that's even with our grandpa. Our great
Oh,
grandparents.
yeah.
Yeah, like our great grandma, basically, she passed away, and then our great grandpa got remarried, and they already have 4 kids, and he got remarried, and they
Which is
had
our
like,
grandpa.
yeah, our grandpa, like his dad got remarried, and then they had like 7 more kids or 8 more kids, and like my grandma always tells us, like, you know, like how that mom, like his stepmom, basically never treated the first original 4 like, you know, right, like there was always a difference, like, and that's just it's so crazy, it's so messed up. So
Well, someone from our side is going to be listening to this, and they're going to be like, you know what they said? They said that because isn't she still alive or no?
um
I feel like they're like, or a lot of them are like,
no. And then none of our grandpa's
oh yeah,
original.
yeah. I'm so
Yeah,
stupid. Of course she's not alive, but I know that
his
his
half brothers are and
siblings are still
sisters are
alive.
alive.
You know what? If you guys are listening to this, you guys did treat my grandpa like shit. Okay, so you guys absolutely did.
No,
I don't
they
know.
didn't, but the mom, like their mom and his stepmom, like it was just
Yeah.
always
Oh yeah,
different.
yeah. Their
Yeah.
mom and them did. Yeah. Like, ew, that's so ugly. Like, how do people not ever put themselves in other people's shoes? I don't understand it. But anyways, yeah. So, what do you think about Angela and Shamia? She goes Shameen when they were at the event.
Oh yeah, they like were clocking each other. They were like hitting low. I don't understand the nose job thing though. Like why she's like trying to make it like she has such a bad nose job. Just has like really small nose.
Well, I mean, her no,
For like 1999, like it stuck to your face. Like they were just going
it's an
low on each
obvious
other.
nose job, but like, why are you even bringing up her nose? So so they are talking about the whole thing about Drew and Porsha at this event, and they bring up and Shamia was like, she's like, yeah, you're Shameen, because like, I don't know, like I felt bad for Angela. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't feel like Angela was out of line there, and then Shamia was just like going hard and totally dismissing her and all this stuff, and so she called her mean, and then Shamia immediately makes fun of Angie's nose. And so then she, in response, calls her Flavor Flav, which I didn't know the reference. I guess she was it for Halloween. I still don't get it. But they're asking like why Shamia, you know, I know Kenny was like, why did Shamia come for her nose? And Portia's like, well, she called her Flavor Flav. And I'm like, okay, but Shamia brought up the nose first. Like Shamia went for her appearance first. And then in response, Angie was like, okay, Flavor Flav. But you know what pissed me off about that whole thing is how Shamia went to Drew and then apologized for making her uncomfortable. And now Shamia and Angie are in bad terms when
Yep.
Angie was just trying to have, and that's why we say this, because
Yep.
Angie was trying to like stick up for Shamia. And guess what? Now Drew like Shamia reaches out to Drew and she's like, you and I are good. And now they're on the outs because Angie was having Shamia's back. I mean, Drew's back.
That's why you never like have to like, I mean, stick up for your friends, but don't always like, don't go so hard that now you're the one on the out.
Yeah, it's so true. I
But no,
love seeing the little girls and everything, by the way.
yeah, like Kelly knows how to like throw an event. Like you could tell she's really short, by the way. Like, did you see her and Britt like hugging? Like she's so short.
I didn't like Britt's confessional look with her boobs. Like boobs just like that look very scary to me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like when it's too much or it's too
Yeah.
squished, it doesn't look good.
I feel like a boob job looks really nice. Like my husband is so against a boob job because I'm like, Jacob, I have like no boobs now. And if I do, like, oh my gosh, you know, like they're not obviously looking how they looked before. Okay. And I was like, and he's like, no, I do not like how boobs look. But I'm like, but I mean, not big boobs. Like I feel like a boob job looks nice when it's like a B or C.
No, I just think like a lift. A lift is nice.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Like you're natural. Like I hate boobs. So no, thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, overall it was a good episode. I mean, I will say I am interested and invested in the Drew Porsha stuff.
Yeah, I want to see what's gonna happen, and I want to see now, like if she's talking to him, she's not talking to him, because I
I
just
like
don't think they
Cynthia too.
are. What?
Sorry, I like seeing Cynthia too.
Oh yeah, she's just a friend of though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married to Medicine, the
Reunion.
best show ever. Yep, reunion time. What do you what okay, who do you think looked good? Let's get into that.
Yeah, so we'd love to do best dress, worst dress, and overall best look. I thought actually everybody looked really good. Like there was not one person I was like, oh ew. I think the worst though was Sweet Tea. Like she really just does not know how to dress. I think that's what makes it like speaking of boobs, like her boobs, like she has such big boobs that like they were so squished together, and like she was wearing
Yeah,
such
but those are her real boobs. I don't follow people with real boobs because at least they still to me her boobs like I mean she just has like really big boobs. Like you can't
yeah,
help
I know. So you have to like accommodate like a shirt. Like it was so stuffed up there for her. So it just didn't look good.
I mean, I just didn't like her outfit or her hair. I didn't like it. But I will say I was really upset with Contessa. She is my favorite. I love her so much. Her, Toya, and Simone are my favorite. No, it goes Simone and Contessa together and then Toya.
Oh, I
But
love Toya.
yeah, but because she is real though. Yeah, I get that. But no, I love Simone and I love Contessa. I think Contessa is my number one though, which is really weird. But I just love her. She did not look good. Her makeup did not look good.
It was just her makeup. It was something about her like lipstick
Her
and something like
boobs did
that.
not look good. I'm sorry. Like, I would be so self-conscious. Her boobs, I'm not trying to be like mean. I feel bad, but like her boobs, just like, you know, how, like my boobs don't look good in a lot of things. There are so many things I will not wear because like my boobs like are not cute right now. They're just not. Like, I've had 4 kids. I have no boobs. So like it's not cute. So there's things I won't wear. And I feel like her boobs did not look good at all.
And
You
she's
know,
like, and she like always hers are always looking nice, but yeah, like it
did
just it
not
was
look good.
yeah, not in this dress, but like all season they've been looking great.
I don't know. I don't like when boobs show. It's not cute to me. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like I hate when people wear stuff where it's like their boobs are all like cut in the middle. Like I don't like that.
I love Quad's color, like her color she was wearing, and she was matching with her jewelry, her eyeshadow. I loved
What do you
it.
think about her eyeshadow?
I loved it.
I think Toya looked the best.
Toya looked great. So did Jackie. Like Jackie always looks like understated, but a little classy.
No, Simone looked amazing. Her hair,
Yeah.
she looked basic, but like sometimes, like if you look best looking basic, why do people have a problem with it?
No, I know. And you know what? She usually actually never looks like that. Like this is probably one of her best looks that she had
Yeah,
in the reunion. Yeah. I thought
yeah.
they just really did. They all put it together. So
Heavenly looked good. I don't like her dress. I don't like those like Sherry Hill dresses.
and again, the boobs. Like it really is just too much. Like that's one thing they all need to learn. It's
I
like
feel like Heavenly too. Like I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like natural boobs don't look as bad.
no, I think so.
What can you do? Like all our moms had big tits. Like all of our moms literally got boob reductions.
Okay, but do you see them wearing a dress like Heavenly? Like, what do you mean? You don't wear stuff like that.
No,
If you have fake boobs or
I'm
real
also
boobs.
afraid of what they wear too.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like you just don't wear like even if you have real or fake, it's like too much. It's like too much top cleavage. Like, and it's not just them. Like every reunion recently, like I forgot the last reunion we watched, it was like that too. Like all the girls, it was so much top heavy up there.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. I don't. We were speaking about boobs today with Jacob. I don't know why we were speaking about boobs. There was something that we saw. I don't know. And he
Who's
was like,
he? I was not in this conversation.
no, me and Jacob. We were watching something. I don't even know. Which is funny because we're talking about boobs right now. And he was like, man, nothing beats you being pregnant. He's like, I think I want you to get pregnant just because of your boobs. What happens to them?
Oh my gosh.
And it's so crazy because your boobs do end up like blowing up. It's so crazy what happens. It's just crazy how the body works. No, we were talking about someone had like breast cancer and he was like, I don't understand. Like, it's so fucked up that could ever happen. And he's like, you need to get checked. Like, that's so scary to me that people can cut your boobs off. And then like we started talking about and then we just talked about like my pregnancy boobs, you guys. Yeah. Those are fun times. Anyone pregnant knows because there's no one that I know that doesn't blow up with their boobs when they're pregnant.
Milk.
Yeah. But a Phaedra. So she doesn't show up, and there's so much about Phaedra that's confusing, like how she just left the show with no explanation, which tells me a lot. And for me, my biggest thing as to why I think Phaedra left and said, fuck these women, said they were all mean girls, said they're the type who makes fun of people, is because they put her on the spot when it came to the money shit. I don't care what you say. That is the reason she said, fuck you. You guys, first off, that's a lot of money, no matter. And they know, and like Heavenly,
And
like,
why would they accept that, honestly? Like, I know she shouldn't have said that, but like, she really did try her effort, I think, at the very end to bring people
yeah.
up. And she did more than you guys would have done. So, like, why are you guys putting her on the spot and making her write a big check like
they
that?
did that shit on purpose because they know that she gives a fuck how she looks. And they so did that shit and taunted her to be like, oh, okay, so like what are you gonna do? You're gonna do this money, you're gonna do this. They try to make her look bad, they try to set her up, and then they try to like make sure, and that is a lot of money no matter how much money you have. I mean, these Real Housewives don't have like money like that. So, and it's like, I would get so turned off by that, where it's like, you're fucking with my money now and you're trying to make me look bad. Like, I don't help charity. And I'm sure she helps other things, but like, I would kind of feel bitter about that too. I'm not going to lie.
For sure. But I think like it was just the way she went about it was not cool. So like
Yeah.
calling all them trash, walking out of the show, going so hard. It's also like that's not excusable.
Yeah,
either.
that was scary. That kind of showed her real self. But I will say something, being friends with people who are always trying to call you out or put you in the spot at our age, it's annoying. Like, it's one thing to deal with it with family. Like us, no matter what, we have to deal with that toxicity and we just kind of have to shut up. But I do feel like had it not been for Atlanta, she would have stayed. But, and especially because she was like propping up the ladies last season, like she was like, this is the type of group that I would want around my family and all that stuff. During her marriage. And this was like pre-traders, maybe thinking that she's back in on it. But I do feel like you get to a point where you're like, fuck you, especially in her, where she got to a point where like she killed it on traders and then now Atlanta wants her, where she's like, it's not even worth it because like, I don't need friends like this, because they are intense friends. Like, no matter what we say, they do remind me of our cousins, like of how we all could be with each other, where it's too much. Like, I would not want friends like that, where it's like, it's one thing for us to like deal with it with family, but I would not want it with like, where I'm choosing my own friend and my friend's constantly doing that.
And it's like the difference between this show and like, let's say, in Atlanta that she was on is like Atlanta was like all like transactional, like business shit. It's like, okay, we're on Friends for the show. Like this show, Married to Medicine, they really do try to be friends. So it's like, that's a lot of like effort and pressure too.
And I just don't like Heavenly this season.
Yeah, no. And Heavenly came off very, weird at the reunion. Like she was like scared or quiet. I don't know what her deal was.
She's so annoying.
Yeah.
She's so annoying, dude. What do you think about Quad saying that she still daily works on things from what happened last season?
Get over it. Like onwards and upwards. Like you were not the best of friend either. Like you were the worst. So Quad,
people love Quad, but she kills me, man.
Yeah. I liked her this season. Like I thought she had a great season. I'm happy to see her. I'm happy to see King. I'm happy to see her happy. But like it's also like you're not no innocent. You definitely are not the victim. So
that's what it is. She always like she's very theatrical too. But I love her. Like I love her on the show, but I don't know. But when someone wrongs her or she feels wrong, she can never let it go.
Yeah.
And Simone's like my favorite person on the cast. So I'm like Team Simone no matter what.
That's crazy. Like she bothers me.
I love her. Stop it.
I think she's so annoying. Like even like the way she like got down, like we'll talk about Sweet Tea, and she like got in front of her and was like, listen, I would be like, get out of my face, Simone.
Yeah, I don't like that. And when I'm in, like, I don't like that no matter what, but don't touch me.
But the biggest, I think, like the reunion sometimes like they're hit or miss, you guys, because like we're already talking about the season that we already talked about. Sometimes like they bring up the same stuff. It's like cool. But the one thing that I think for this episode that was kind of crazy is that we see Toya and Sweet Tea, like they're not in a good place at all. Like, were you shocked by that?
I was so confused because, like, again, I know so much happens with Married to Medicine on social media. And so I haven't followed what was happening. So I'm like, wait, how did they get here? Like, what happened? I have no idea. So I know our listeners, especially on Patreon, they'll be able to tell us because
I think the biggest thing too is she basically went on social media and said that Toya's not a good friend. And I think, and Toya like clearly was like, I tried to be a good friend. Like, I wanted you guys to come to my party. I was asking you, do you want to be in this friend group? And like doing all these things. And like, so she's still running her mouth. And then like, it is weird. Like Sweet Tea is in the wrong. Like she literally, I hate when any new girl comes in and tries to come to an OG or someone that's been on the show for a long time and says, what are you bringing? Like they've brought a lot. They deserve sometimes to have a chill season. Okay. Like some people sometimes do deserve just to be coasting for this season. Like they're still bringing their, their energy. You like them, so it's okay for them to do this. And
I think no matter what, Toya brought a lot. Like she did. I know. Like I don't get. Yeah, like Sweet Tea is very annoying and being mad at Toya because Toya was actually like cool with her when no one else was. So I'm like, what are you doing here? Why are you like coming for her? This is weird.
And Sweet Tea has done nothing really at the end of the day. Like you came on because of your husband right now. So like she should have approached all the ladies in this whole show differently and she didn't. So like they're not gonna, I don't see them coming back next season.
But here's the thing. It is a lot for her to come on this show though. And then like the whole like quad.
But why did she?
Right. Yeah.
She signed up for it.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
And Greg came back. So it's like
up real quick, bro, because you're right. Because he did come back. So it's like, it's not like they were on and Greg's been on the last couple seasons.
Exactly. They came on the show. She knew what she was doing. Like, obviously you never know what's going to happen when you're in it. Like you have a right to change your mind, but I think she comes in way too hot and she just burned a really big bridge that she shouldn't have burned.
I feel like everyone works with Jackie over Simone, by the way. Why is that?
What'd you say?
I feel like everyone works with Jackie.
I know. I mean, no offense. I would work with Jackie too.
Yeah, like that's so mean.
It's not. I feel like Jackie's practice is bigger and like she's more like inventive. Like, I don't know. She's like on with the new things. Like even I think this season there was an episode where she's like, do you still write like congratulation cards? And someone's like, no. And like Jackie like goes above and beyond for her patients.
Yeah, I guess you're right. By the way, I will never be okay with Heavenly. When it comes with her and Contessa, Heavenly acting like she doesn't know who Contessa is when it's like, I don't know. I just like Heavenly pisses me off. Even like when the way Heavenly kisses Quad's ass, like I don't understand that either. That pisses me off.
But I know I can't stand it either, but like that is the two that they're always there for each other. So I kind of respect it.
Then they had like a crazy ass fallout when one of them the picture,
they still will go like be on each other's assholes. So
I just will never believe that Heavenly wanted to move forward with Contessa because I know even when the whole like the Sweet Tea Quad stuff happened, like and Contessa was trying to say stuff at her event and then Heavenly like comes in. It's like, just shut the hell up. Like Heavenly doesn't know when to shut up. And she honestly pisses me off. Like even when she did that social media stuff where there was like some like homophobic stuff that she was saying, like she's just too much and she like thinks she can get away with it and it's just very, very annoying.
But she does it on purpose now because like she knows that everyone calls her out for the social media stuff, but she still does it.
I know. Do you think, by the way, so, they talk about like the whole your mama stuff and she's like, even Quad was like, dude, you can't be like telling people your mama, like when someone's mom is like deceased and stuff. And then, like they were talking about the abuse thing again. And then they talk about Damon and how Damon cheated, like what, she's just repeating what's been on the streets. Do you think that Damon has ever been inappropriate?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. And I think that's okay. Not okay. But I also think like that made him grow up and treat her the way he treats her now.
So you think it happened in the past?
Yeah. Like I think way in the past.
I think Damon's a hypocrite too, because when we watch like on the show, I do see, by the way, I love Damon, but when we watch him on the show in confessionals, like he's like, I wouldn't put myself in that situation. Like, why would I go to that? Why would I do this? Why would I do that? And it's like everything that Heavenly does saying he wouldn't do in regards to like other people. And I'm like, can you like check your wife? And obviously he's that guy who's like ride or die and he's not going to check his wife, but
he does it quietly. He won't do it on screen.
Yeah,
people like that.
Because there are times where they'll like both like tap each other on the leg and pinch each other during confessional.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. But yeah, I can see that with Damon for sure.
I also think Damon doesn't watch the show. So I feel like Heavenly gets away with a lot because he's like not watching the show either.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. Next week looks like way better because the guys are going to be there. And I am like, I love watching the guys on Married to Medicine because Married to Medicine is about them being married to these doctors. So it's like, when we talk about the Real Housewives and we talk about the guys, we're like, you're not a fucking Real Housewife, but like Married to Medicine is literally being married to a doctor and seeing a doctor's life. And then, I heard, by the way, that I can't.
It's crazy because it's like 4 girls doctors and 4 guy doctors, or even like 3. Like girls are
Oh,
running
you're
the
so
world.
right. I totally forgot about that. I'm so dumb. What was crazy though is like I'm on this like TikTok for you page thing where everything is about like if you are married to anyone who is a nurse, who is a doctor, they're literally cheating. There's a room in the back that they literally, and everyone in the hospital will know, they will be fucking another, sorry, that was disgusting. They will be, doing horrible things, inappropriate things with another person, and they are married and everyone in the hospital knows. And I was like, ew. And they say 75% of affairs happen in a workplace, but like, damn,
I
dude.
can
So
see that. Actually, doctors though, like they're always like with each other.
don't trust your men, you guys. Don't, or women don't trust even other. Like, check the phone.
No, yeah, trust them, but check things. Like it's just like checking
Exactly.
the doctor's office a visit. Like check things.
Anyone who says like I 100% like trust my man, I'm like, you're delusional, and your man's like the first one who would cheat on you. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm totally like taking that way too far. But
No, I think it's okay if you could say 100%, but then I still say like check it. Like
check it.
you 100% trust him because you do check things and like nothing has happened. So like that's how you do it. But
what you think is what you think is inappropriate, he may not think is inappropriate. And there might be a conversation that you're like, okay, you don't need to be that nice to your coworker.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you don't need to tell them that. Like that's weird. Don't ever talk about me to your coworker. That's fucking weird. Like what? So check it, you guys. Check it. I have my monthly checks. And so and then I always like like
you know what? Like I feel like since I've been married, I haven't checked as much, but before and I need to.
I know. And I know that I said I have my monthly checks, but I have not checked this man's phone in like 4 months. And that is crazy for me.
I know, you guys, tonight I'm going to try.
Because I would do that stuff where he was sleeping in the middle of the night and I would like tiptoe to his bed. And I'm just like, let me just like, make sure. And he's honestly the most boring human alive, dude. The most boring. And my husband,
are you checking all the stuff? Are you checking like the WhatsApp, the Snapchats, the Instagram DMs?
Like that
you guys, it's not just messages, okay? Like you check the Instagram, the DMs, the Snapchat.
I mean, my husband has no social media, but yeah, the Snapchat, and also like checking all his friends on Snap, like making sure the emojis on Snap are not like a girl emoji and a boy's name. I've heard things of what like guys will do. I even
they legit will change the name to like a girl's name or like a guy's name and it's a girl. So it's like crazy.
And you can see on Snap. So yeah, I check all that. I'll literally go to his conversation, search my name. Also, I know how to go to deleted text messages. Like you can literally, if you search TikTok, how to look at deleted text messages on iMessage.
Oh wow, I don't know that one.
I told you, I've looked at his, and every time I look at his, you know what it is? It's fucking like, hey, your prescription for Sloan blah blah is ready for pickup. Or, hey, we have a new insurance plan for you. And I'm like, okay, wow. So it's always like those like spam type of things. But for me, like the tea is when I look at like his conversations with like his mom, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
That's messed up.
And like, just kidding, just totally kidding, just trying to be funny. But like, because he has nothing going on, but like, I really haven't looked at his phone. Yesterday, actually, Charlie like was on. She had FaceTime one of my mom or dad or something, and then he like had my phone and I was like, is he on my phone? And I went downstairs. The reason I get scared is because me and Chantel be talking shit, So I'm like, oh my God.
Like our message should just be erased every 24 hours.
Every time. So I'm like, that is like what I'm scared of because I would go crazy on him, I'm like so intense. But like here I am with Chantel. Chantel knows my whole life story. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and I just don't even, well, no, it's not even like about him, just like what me and Chantel talk about. Like, that's just like a me and Chantel thing, So like I ran down and he's like, he goes, Roxanne, you constantly check my phone. I was like, Jacob, I truly really have not checked your phone in forever, but like, give me my phone. So, yeah, this is like toxic girl. Let's not do that. But
has some toxic traits in them.
Yeah, we're being as real as we can be. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this episode though, because
even the iPads or the emails, you guys, like that's taking the next step. That's if you like really want to get into stuff, But if you don't find anything on the phone, it's fine. But those are the next steps.
I've looked at my husband's email. It is the most boring thing ever.
I feel like people don't cheat on email anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it's not. Like I'm like, dude, this is so like stupid. And why doesn't he respond to anybody?
Emails can be something where like they send like those stupid pictures and screenshots too, like that, like by like them being dumb or something.
the best thing to do, and this is, I've learned this from people who have kids, is you literally look at their computer, like their Mac or whatever, their iPad that's connected to their messenger, and you read everything.
Yeah, that's because you can't, like, sometimes it doesn't get like updated.
It doesn't get deleted on there. If you delete it on your phone, it stays on your computer. So even if you want to like read your kids' conversation, which like I totally see myself doing that. Am I going to be so toxic with my kids? Like, would you do that, Chantel? Read their messages?
I think like anything below like 18 or 16, I would for sure.
Yeah, I would, which is so crazy because like I was like bad, bro. So like, oh my gosh. I feel like
then don't be bad, like,
we were like
below 16, like I feel like if you're 17, 18, like that's a little weird. But yeah, I think like when they're like little bit like still like in teenage phases, like we should know what's happening.
We were like literally sneaking out, you guys. It was so bad.
I know, but we were sneaking out just to hang out with like boys or something. It wasn't even that bad, but like we wouldn't have to sneak out if our parents were just like cool and like let us like do stuff.
I remember, you guys, we snuck out of my house because it was always my house, and my dad like tried to look for us, and then he called our cell phone. And he's like, where are you guys? And we were like, oh, we just like stepped outside. We're like down the street. And he's like, it's dark as hell. What do you mean you're down the street? So we were like freaking out. And he's like, I'm going to wait outside to see who drops you guys off. And so what we did was we literally called the house phone. We called the house phone in private. We were behind the house. We had someone drop us down the street because he was like, I'm waiting to see what car pulls up and I want to talk to whoever drops you off. We literally fucking called the house phone on my cell phone. And then he went to grab it because it wasn't like cordless or whatever. It was charging, whatever the hell it is, like a house phone. And we saw him. We ran to the front and we were like, hey, what's up? And he literally probably beat both of our asses. Did he? Shut up. Did he ever hit you?
No, hell no. What the hell? Why would he ever touch me?
No, because I don't know. I feel like he used to like get a hanger at us or something.
No, but I remember he's like, I don't know what you guys did, but I know what you guys did something. Like he knew we did something, but like he couldn't put his hand on it.
Yeah, it was really scary. I mean, I have the best dad in the world, by the way, but like, like those like the immigrant dads or whatever the hell they are. The first, what are they? No, they're not. We're first generation. I don't know.
No, they're the immigrants. They came here.
They're like, they're a little, but we love them. We love them so much, but yeah, they didn't F around, dude. They really didn't.
I saw Sebastian Maniscalco this weekend, you guys, and like he really is the funniest. You guys, I know, like the whole time I was crying, laughing, like my abs hurt. Like that's how much I was laughing.
Isn't that the one we went to?
Yeah, but it was a different show. It was like a different tour, so like all of his stuff was different too. So like it was nice, but you did go to his ones like last year. But he really like it's just funny because he knows the immigrant life. So like when he talks about things, like it really is like we can so relate. And he's Italian, so he's like kind of like that. It's just so funny. He did a skit recently about going to his kid's soccer game, and it was the funniest thing ever because it was so relatable. Yeah, no, he's so funny. Like there was one that I hope I think it's gonna come out on Hulu, not Netflix. This tour is gonna come out on Hulu, so when it does come out, you guys watch it because it's the show that I saw. But there was one there was a segment about like Amazon trucks and then like FedEx. It was just the funniest thing in the world. Like it was just so funny. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. Yeah. Well, we hope you guys have a great start to your week, and we tried our best to be, fast with this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But let us know what you guys thought about the episodes. And we will be back. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, guys.
Are you looking for a partner that truly gets digital? At RHOA Marketing, we were born digital. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. From cutting-edge AI solutions to innovative advertising strategies, we lead our clients into the future with technologies that deliver real, measurable results. With over 15 years of lasting partnerships, we're proud to help businesses achieve their goals and maximize ROI every step of the way. If you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, visit hurrdatmarketing.com today. Hurrdat Marketing, where digital meets results.